study estimates Ohio's economy loses more than $1 billion each year to costs associated with domestic violence.
Researchers say these costs impact all Ohioans, with the biggest factors being health care costs, loss of life, and loss of worker productivity. NBC4 crime and safety reporter Anna Hoffman is live now at the Ohio State House. And Anna, how does the study say Franklin County is being impacted?
Jared, according to the study, Franklin County is contributing the most out of any county in the state toward that $1 billion impact. Now, the researcher responsible for this study says he's shocked by these numbers.
It's a significant loss to the state.
A new study is revealing the monetary cost domestic violence has on Ohio each year. According to researcher Joseph Von Nessen, that number is around $1.2 billion.
What we have to recognize is that these losses extend far beyond just the victims and their families.
Von Nessen says physical health care for victims represents about 23% of the cost, and loss of life around 21%. He says there are also hidden costs like loss of worker productivity, which makes up around 20%.
Workplace-related losses are when people miss work, and that generates a labor shortage for businesses and other organizations. And so that limits what they can do in terms of producing output, and that also generates losses that we refer to as multiplier effects.
The study says Franklin County loses almost $130 million annually to costs associated with domestic violence. In 2024, the Columbus Division of Police reported an increase in felony domestic violence cases for the second consecutive year.
When you're struggling to meet that immediate need, so much of the other work that is really critical to getting people back on their feet and keeping families together gets missed.
The Ohio Domestic Violence Network says their request for services is going up, but their federal funding dollars are going down. However, ODVN says they are thankful to the state for providing them with $10 million in funding each year for the next 2 years.
Please take a minute to compare those numbers. We get $10 million a year to provide services for an issue that costs our state $1.2 billion.
The network says in 2023, they helped more than 127,000 survivors. They also sheltered more than 10,000. However, they say they did have to turn away more than 8,000 survivors, and that's due to lack of funding and room. Local for you at the Ohio State House, I'm Anna Hoffman, NBC4.